What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. The grind is on. This is a live service game that is a looter shooter. And as you would see, guys like Solid FPS, who is a streamer of these looter shooter games, has been playing for a long time. This cat is not going to sleep until he maxes out this game. This is how he usually goes. He goes hard. And this is a game for people that play these types of games. For those of you who may be, approaching this game from the perspective of wanting to see something like, say, Marvel Spider-Man 2, I just want to say that you are setting yourself up for success. Game is not like that. So with this grind being on, I wanted to go ahead and invite those of you who are going to be looking for groups of people to play to the Video Game Fight School Discord channel. The link is in the description. We have an LFG set up for, Suicide Squad. You can ask people who want to play. I'm going to be setting up a clan soon, but I'm still pressed for time. Thankfully, some stuff on my schedule got canceled so I could play the deluxe edition and log in a little earlier with the New Zealand, spectacle and go ahead and play some of the game. I wanted to go ahead and talk about the gameplay that a lot of people are talking about in regard to how they say, I saw somebody leave a comment. I would have shown you guys a comment, but they left a spoiler in there. That's in bad faith, whatever. But they said it's not necessarily the fact that it's a looter shooter that people don't like it. Okay, thanks, homie. Like, I haven't read a bunch of comments. They said it's because of the gameplay and because of the way they disrespected the characters and all of the above. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give you the part of disrespect the characters, but that is still your own opinion because the game already tells you that you are going to kill the Justice League. Whatever spoiler that you've seen that has either confirmed or denied or skipped that already tells you that the developers were not messing around when they said that you were going to do this. So you've had about almost, 3 years and change to be able to kind of make up your mind and be able to say, okay, this is definitely something that I would love to go ahead and either do or not do. And the game is requiring of you that, you're going to be spending time maxing out your gear and all of this. So the gameplay style and the game plan and everything that the developers have basically set up, this is all stuff that, in my opinion, I strongly believe that as a community of gamers, we need to just be honest with ourselves whenever it comes to a game that is not our thing or is not in our forte. So these are some of the really interesting aspects to the conversation. Now, when it comes to loot and when it comes to gear, as to the impact, because I'm still very early in the game, I'm yet to still see, any evidence that the gear is, hitting as hard on my playtime. However, I'm skillfully looking as well, or I would say cautiously looking or carefully looking, however you want to call it, at other people that are playing, and I'm seeing, okay, their gear is hitting hard. It's just me that needs to kind of get into that. So that's usually how games like these go. The grind usually dictates that, you spend time, doing your own thing, and you spend time basically building your characters and mastering the game. And I've also seen a lot of people talk about the gameplay, talk about the way the game actually runs. Ladies and gentlemen, game feel I cannot help you with. However, in my opinion, I like this game the way it plays. Now, it's my own subjective opinion, but I've seen it very interesting with a lot of other people who've pretty much been trying the game. A lot of people who have basically kind of set themselves in the game and said, you know what, let me jump in. Or people who are just live service, or I would say, when I say live service, looter shooter fans, they're going in and they're basically playing the game and they're like, man, in their opinion, the game actually plays fine. Now, I know many people are, turned off by a lot of the numbers and a lot of whatever, but you'll see in other people's gameplays that they'll leave those things on. Me, I play with the HUD mostly off. The only challenge I have is when you turn off the HUD, it doesn't even give you any map markers, which, I mean, you're asking to not have any of that. So if you turn all of the, elements off, you're not going to see that. But since I've been playing after the first part of the game where you kind of saw here in this footage where I'm taking out some enemy NPCs, let me show you guys here, because everything is on by default, you see some numbers. But as I go further into the game and I start smoking bad guys or whatever, man, I'm not doing that numbers thing. I don't want to see them. I don't care how much my damage is or how much my DPS is. I'm not curious enough to want to even bother with that. If you guys even, were to ask me, let me see if I can even find any gameplay that is not in the, let me see if I can quickly show you guys. I'm trying to show you guys here real quick. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is me playing. You don't see any numbers and I don't want to see them, but that's also my preference. If I'm playing a game like The Division, the numbers on the UI are actually pleasing to the eye, which is weird, but the ones for Suicide Squad, they are not appealing to me at all. So I really don't ever want to use them if you actually think about it. So everyone's got their preference, and everyone is going to basically approach the game from a way that they feel it's appropriate for them. But anyways, I'm going to get out of your hair. The Discord server is live. It's available. We'll do clans later because the game hasn't necessarily launched for everyone. And for those of you who are, into this kind of game, Division players, Destiny players, shout out to you. I mean, this is going to be definitely a game for you because, you want to sit here and crunch numbers, don't you? You want to sit here and grind for gear, don't you? That's basically a whole different mindset. So thanks for watching the video. We'll talk to you guys pretty soon in another one. Peace out.